Let's do the speed round, Kyle. What do you say? I've been looking forward to this.
Do it.
I've been looking forward. Speed round.
You got to get a sound thing that comes and goes, speed round.
Speed round. So I'm still new to this shit, dude. So I am going to have some sound bites and soundboards and overlays and all that stuff coming pretty soon. But for now, we're keeping it simple, like me and you. Very simple people. Speed round.
Very.
Numero uno.
They make me happy.
If Kyle Stafford was an Olympic athlete, what sport would he compete in?
Javelin.
Dude, I didn't know what you were going to say. I really thought you were going to say, and for some reason, I thought it was either going to be swimming. I don't know why. Swimming because of the Speedos or curling. Yeah.
Ooh. If you said like Winter Olympics, then it would have been in curling. But you said Olympics, so it made me think summer, and that's why I went javelin.
Well, you're an idiot.
But I only did javelin because remember in Revenge of the Nerds when the gay guy had the dildo javelin?
Yeah.
It made me think of that.
You would be pretty good at the dildo javelin.
I probably would.
Numero 2. Pick one of these following Christmas movies: Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, Christmas Vacation, or Ernest Saves Christmas.
Definitely gonna be 2, Christmas Vacation.
Not A or D.
Well, you put A, Home Alone 2, Christmas Vacation, D, Ernest Saves Christmas. So how many beers did you have when you made this speed round?
I did it at work today, so like 6.
Sniffing fucking aircraft fuel.
All right. Tell me something that you're great at that nobody would expect, Kyle.
Oh, God. Well, luckily, nobody expects me to be great at anything, so. Oh, chugging beers.
So it should be easy to.
Your wife just told me. Your wife just pointed that I'm really good at chugging beers. So.
All right. Well,
but they expect that from me. So no.
Well,
she's pushing
where
all
is
the empty
she
beers
currently?
I've had. She's on the other side of the kitchen island.
Oh, okay. As long as she's not under the island. All right, dude. This next one is a doozy. It is an absolute doozy. And if you can't do it, maybe my wife can. Can you please rap the entire first verse of Wu-Tang's Triumph? Amy?
I can't.
I bomb atomically, Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses.
Amy, can you rap the first verse?
Can't define while I be dropping these mockeries, lyrically perform armed robberies. Flee with the lottery, possibly they spotted me. None of that?
Play Wu-Tang's Triumph.
He was asking if
oh
you
my
could rap
God.
it now. Nope, she's
guys
trying to put it on
suck.
now.
All right, let me see. Let me check the chat room right now, real quick. Can anybody out there rap the entire verse of the Wu Triumph? You fucking scumbag. All right, you know what? I really had high hopes for you, Kyle, on that number 4. I bomb atomically, Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses. All right, well, let's move on. Number 5, favorite non-pornographic magazine to masturbate to?
1, 2, 3. Good housekeeping.
We really sucked at the timing there. All right, what is your most random tattoo that you've ever gotten? I know you got a million of them.
That's random. I guess I got Hope Gallery in New Haven. Before COVID and stuff, occasionally during the year they'd have like flash days where you could go in for like $70, $80. You pick something off of predetermined flash sheets that they had, and you go on the tattoos. I have like some random sparrow I got one day like a traditional swallow on like the side of my calf. Or like
Your favorite thing to do?
skull
Oh.
this skull that's chugging a beer. Oh, good one.
Touche.
This skull that's chugging a beer, like that a buddy of mine, he was apprenticing to be a tattoo artist, and he was doing free tattoos. So I got one on my birthday one year. My Mighty Ducks one's pretty good. I forgot about that one. It's not random though.
That's on your calf,
awesome.
right? That's your favorite tattoo, the Mighty Ducks one? That's pretty badass. All right.
It's not
How
my
about
favorite
this?
It's not my favorite tattoo.
Who's the funniest person you know?
Oh fuck. It's not you, unfortunately.
I didn't think it was
You are
going to be
very
me.
funny.
You're
not the
know a
funniest
lot of
person I
people.
know,
Oh, you're not the funniest person I know, dickhead.
Funniest? Well, I didn't think I was. I'm not that funny.
You don't have a fucking funniest person. I could tell you like 6 of them right off the top. My Uncle Mike is one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. He's fucking hysterical. You don't got somebody like that?
No, like probably like one of the funniest, or like the funniest person that I've ever like been friends with was probably my buddy, this kid John Close that I was in high school with. Like he literally, this is back before memes, so like we would just quote Anchorman at each other all the time, and he would just have me fucking dying the entire time. But like even then, like just the shit that he would say all the time just would kill me. That wasn't quotes from movies. So
all right, let's go with number 8 here. Would you rather never be able to shave again or never grow facial hair again? Never be able to shave ever again, or never be able to grow facial hair.
I'm gonna go never be able to shave again.
You're just gonna be walking around with hair down in the fucking ground?
That's right. It's gonna braid it.
Would you braid it? Would you have like one big braid
Absolutely.
down the front? One dreadlock down the middle?
Three. I'd have 3 braids. 3 braids.
All
and
right.
I'd braid those 3 braids.
This one's a pretty hard question, and I'm really curious to see what you say. Is Ben Affleck a good actor?
He's a decent actor. It depends on what he's in. Geely? No. Gone Girl? Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Town?
Will Hunting? Very good. Argo? Very good. The Town? Very good.
Batman?
Mallrats? Very good. Chasing Amy? Really good. I'd say he's a better actor than a bad actor.
I feel like Ben Affleck catches a bad rap, and I think it's because of Geely and maybe Reindeer Games. You know, people really
and Jersey Girl.
And Jersey Girl. They put a lot of weight into those 3 movies, and they forget about the Good Will Huntings and the. Yeah. Well, I'm with you. I'm glad you said that because I was going to come.
Pretty sweet. You saw Charlize Theron's boobies in that one, so I can't hit it too much.
You know, Charlize Theron, man. She's the blonde bombshell or whatever the hell that movie was called. Atomic Blonde. You ever see that one?
Atomic Blonde.
Maybe you should check that out. Kyle, last question. Very last question. Sure. And then I'm going to come downstairs and push my wife off of your lap, and we're going to have a couple beers together. Number 10, what's the largest bar tab you've ever racked up in one bar? One trip to the bar, biggest bar tab.
That I paid myself or like
yes.
split? $1,200.
No. Woo-hoo-hoo. Really?
Yeah, right after the deployment. So when you come home from a deployment, like everybody's buying you beers and like you don't pay for anything at all for a little bit. Like all your friends are like picking up all the tabs. So like the novelty wore off after a few weeks, and I still had, I don't know, 22 grand in the bank. And so I took my friends out one night to a bar that on a night that they were doing $1 Miller High Lifes. So I assumed the bar tab would maybe be like $120. My asshole friends decided to start ordering shots of Louis XIV. And I got the tab and I went, and that was before tip. I was like, you guys are covering the tip. Like, I hope you have cash on you. Like, I'm paying the tab, but like, I'm not covering the tip on $1,200. You guys can go
Jesus.
yourself.
So they put the tip down? Or did you guys run?
Like they had like no, they had like a couple $100 on them in cash. So it was between like 60 people. So
dude, after my first deployment, I was down at this bar in Norwich. It used to be called Dylan's Bar and Grill. And now it's where These Guys Brewery is. I don't know if you know where that is. These Guys?
Nope.
No. Same location, though. Nope. Dylan's was a freaking great bar. And this girl, Steph, was the regular bartender down there. And I used to go down there and just get wrecked all the time. It was definitely the dumb years of my life. But I went back there after one hard night. You know, like nowadays, if I had one of those nights, I wouldn't be able to go out for a month. But back then, I went right back to the bar the next night, and I ordered a drink, and I put my credit card on the counter to start a tab, and Steph was like, no, you don't have to pay here for a while. And I'm like, what? She goes,
so I don't know. When I was like,
no, go ahead. No, well, the long story short is I don't remember what I did the night before, but she told me I tipped her $120 on like it was like a $40 check or a $20-something bill.
Okay.
And I wrote like 140 on the tab. And she was like, what the hell are you doing? She's like, Kyle, I kept sliding it back to you and saying, no, your bill is, and that should tell you about how cool the bar was, because my tab was like 20-something bucks and I was blackout. But yeah, so it was one of those nights where I was drinking for free for about 2 weeks there. It was great.
Yeah. When I was like, I don't know, like 18, I was able to get into this nightclub in New Haven a few weekends in a row, underage. And back then I drank strictly Jack and Cokes for some reason. I don't know why.
Can you still drink them right now?
I mean, I can.
Drinking them back then didn't ruin it for you in your older years?
No. The only thing that ever got ruined for me was like Jaeger and Goldschlager.
Oh, with me, it was Southern Comfort, dude. Southern Comfort. I used to drink SoCo and Coke. I was
never a huge fan of Southern Comfort.
Ugh.
I was never a huge fan of SoCo.
No. Disgusting.
But so I was able to get into this nightclub underage, and I'd order a Jack and Coke and give the bartender a 20, and he would go to give me my change. I'm like, you keep it. And I did that like 2 or 3 times in a row. So I'm already at like $60, but then the rest of the night he would just be like, Jack and Coke, Jack and Coke, Jack and Coke. And he'd be like, it's on me, it's on me, it's on me. And I'm like, I think I just ordered Jack and Cokes on your Alexa down here.
Oh, I thought that was Amy yelling at you.
That's cool.